Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Welcome to the Monday show. That's right, North Pole Happy Hour. And along with me today are my buds, Phineas T. Elf and Randall Santa Checker Lee.
Hi, everybody. TGIM. TGIM. Woohoo!
Yes,
We made it
sir.
again.
We are down into August, and we're all feeling it in one way or another. It's getting to be deep into the year, the fiscal year, and we're getting excited because the Christmas season is just around the corner.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Right? Absolutely. So I want to say hello to Angela Mack. She's doing her thing over here as always. She may pop in here in a
I'm
second.
here.
There she
I'm
is.
here. I forgot to
good
do my
today?
homework, so I'm like, I got to do my homework real quick. I have to number my videos. That way I know where we're at.
Makes sense to me.
So, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when we were in Kentucky, if she hadn't numbered the videos, Dad would have been in trouble again for pushing the wrong button at the wrong time.
Yeah. It's easy to get confused with all these videos and
It
scenes
happens.
that I
It
have over
happens.
here.
I have an excuse. I'm old.
I'm concerned about you whenever I leave for my vacation in 2 weeks. I hope you can manage this without
see.
me.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We don't know. It'll be fun. Absolutely.
The week I got off. I think that's the week I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I did. I forget.
I think everybody should take the night off,
You
the day
rascal.
off.
Hey, we could do that too. But anyway, we'll talk about all that later. Let's talk about the weather at this point. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I put the weather in. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
we
it's
need
on.
the bot. Where's the bot when we need him,
Let's
right?
find. I know Bill was first. Let's find Bill's weather.
Let's say hi to Bill. Hello, Bill. You're patiently waiting for us to go live each week. We so much appreciate your dedication to the show, your friendship, your Claushood, everything that you do within the community, and it shows.
That's Bill's weather.
All right, let's see. Morgan Point Resort conditions looks like a whopping 98 degrees, 37 Celsius for those in Canada. Wind blowing out of the south-southeast at 12, and humidity's up to 41 because, we had a couple of drier days where humidity was a little bit lower than that, and 41 is still not bad for this part of the country for this time of year. So,
all right, let's get ours up
real
there.
quick, let's see what Mesquite or Dallas area is.
Hurry up, Nightbot. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Oh,
All
we're
right,
1 degree
99, got a
higher.
degree hotter, southeast, or just southeast, excuse me, at 10 mile per hour, and we're down to 37%. So we a little bit drier, a little bit warmer, but that's the way it goes. It all balances out when you take that apparent temperature. It feels like temperature. So, all right, looks like John says 98 where he is. Looks like storms are coming. Well, push some of those storms south in through the Oklahoma panhandle into the panhandle of Texas and keep them coming. We need rain in North Texas. North Texas has been dry. We need rain in the worst kind of way. Randy, we've talked about this past, Phineas, we've talked about it in the past, how dry it gets here late July through August and sometimes even into September. So push us some storms. We need them.
We had some crazy storms this morning. We would have been glad to send them your way. We had nut. It was 7:30 and it still looked like it was midnight. It was so dark.
Oh, goodness.
But now the rest of the day's been beautiful. Blew through. So.
Well, very nice. What about up in the area that you are, Phineas?
Here in the Great White North, it is 102 degrees Fahrenheit with 98% humidity. So it's definitely, we could use a storm to knock some of that humidity down. But it's been very warm. So
isn't that illegal for up there, Phineas?
Pardon me?
Isn't that against the law or illegal for up there?
Well,
Wow.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to push the Texas weather that far north, but since you got it, hang on to it for a few more days and send it back our way. Give us a day or two of reprieve.
Let's see.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and let's jump into our, today, let's just go ahead and say real quick, no hot cup of cocoa today. Rob did send us one, but for some reason the last 2 weeks we have had trouble getting that to load. Last week I had to do a bunch of different steps to finally get it in. run out of time today. Didn't get it in. We'll save it for next week. And of course, Rob had mentioned that he was using a new camera, new backdrop, even new microphone. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. We'll get with Rob this week and get that all squared away and have our Hot Cup of Cocoa segment next week. So that's going to slide us right on into Elf Appetizer.
All right.
Well now, that's not just a burger, that's a statement. Welcome to the Elf Appetizer, where we get straight to the meat of the hot topics. Stop drooling, fellas, we're just getting started. We stack it high, truth, humor, a little heat, and we don't nibble around the edges. So pull up a chair, loosen that belt, and let's take a real bite out of this thing. Let's carve into it.
All that bacon, all that cheese. Wow. You feel better, Phineas?
That hit the spot.
You got to feel better after that. That kind of burger could just make you smile. I'm sorry.
Made me go for a nap too. So
I was going to say, don't get sleepy on us now.
And a bigger belt.
Absolutely. All right, Phineas, go ahead and let's jump into this one. A fun one today.
So speaking about nutrition and eating, as we all sit here in the dog days of summer, now is the time to start thinking of all things Claus work related. One aspect we have never discussed that no one thinks about much in advance is about food, nutrition, and vitamins. How many of you prepare and tote along a bagged lunch? Do you provide yourself a healthy choice for the brown bag, or do you pack a sack full of bad choices? Nutrition and vitamins can fuel your days and weeks. What are some of the healthy choices you make for traveling lunches during the Claus season? So is it a bagged lunch or is it a drive-thru? And how do you fuel those long days of performing?
Again, as usual, we roll a lot into the questions. That way we are able to get a perspective from a larger portion of the audience by doing that. And get back over on my page I need to be on.
Pat Wesson says he stays healthy, super patch, energy, focused, CBD legal, and water.
And hopefully that's smart water, because electrolytes are important too. When you talk about electrolytes, it's folks at our age have a hard time staying hydrated. And part of that is a loss of electrolytes through aging. And our skin, our cells, our hair, our whole body, our organs really need those electrolytes. So don't forget your electrolytes.
And especially if you're in a southern atmosphere and you're wearing the big, thick, heavy suit with all the fur, and you are going to be sweating. And that is the main way you lose electrolytes when you're out performing. So you got to make sure you're taking care of that. So.
Santa Jerry says protein bars and shakes. I totally agree, Jerry. I do the same thing. I have a cooler bag with those little old-fashioned things you keep in the freezer and you eat them for the day. I take protein drinks, protein bars, water, and I use a Gatorade Zero for my thing. It just fill that thing up till it's full as can be, and I'm set. I need the protein to give myself that energy. And it asks in there also about vitamins. Yeah, I definitely take a multivitamin every day. Of course, vitamin D. We don't get a whole lot of sun up here in Detroit area, so that time of year, so I do D. But just a multivitamin every day always helps. But take those protein drinks. Your body needs that, electrolytes, and definitely water. Always have an extra. Keep one in the car. An extra glass full. Just make sure it's always there. Because there's nothing worse than that feeling where it's like, oh, I'm getting a little tipsy because for one thing, you don't have the protein, you don't have the proper mix of vitamins in you and everything else. Do that and you'll have a great day, because sometimes like protein drinks and things like that, they just make me smile and just they give me energy. So great choice to do.
Yeah, and it only takes a short period of time, 10, 15 minutes, to throw together a brown bag lunch, and have it all ready and in the refrigerator and able to pull out and take with you in the mornings. especially if you're going to be on a long day schedule, as I am at the mall all day, the only Santa there. So I want to make sure that I eat a light breakfast because I don't want to get too heavy in the morning and start off too heavy. So always go with a light breakfast, have a moderate lunch, and then of course depend on supper to refuel myself and get plenty of rest the night afterwards. Get up and refreshed and ready to go the next day.
I always
Definitely.
try to start off with a good breakfast in the morning. Get the proteins you need just to get you things started. And then, I see John Schnagelberger said coffee. Um, as much as I love coffee, coffee also dehydrates you really quickly. So I always try to, if I have a cup of coffee, I'm going to have an equal amount of water to offset that just to make sure that I am not going to be dehydrated. So definitely I make sure I get a good breakfast. Jim Barrett said the same thing, that he has a good breakfast in the morning to get a good start for the day. And then if I'm having a long day, I pack a lunch and I graze throughout the day. I've got vegetables, proteins, lots of water, electrolytes, and if necessary, I take a protein bar or a protein drink, but I try to get it through Whole Foods.
And
Yeah.
it is important too, as you mentioned, Phineas, to get a good start to the day. And a healthy, breakfast is the best way to get that fuel in and convert that, that food into energy.
Mhm.
And so a lot of guys like to eat more of a breakfast, go light on lunch, and then, a moderate dinner. Just depends on what your habits are. I don't eat breakfast usually, except on Sundays when the missus makes brunch for us all. And so I go with a light breakfast because it's just, I don't know, it's something about morning time. I don't have an appetite. Anyway, there's one from Everett for you.
Everett says they take a snackle box with us with fruit, nuts, crackers, and cheese, drinks, etc. And that's similar to what I do. Is I pack a box that's got like a selection of stuff just to keep me fueling, and then they eat at Arby's afterwards and have the roast beef sandwich. No sauce on the beard, suit, or dress,
That's a good choice. You know what?
especially with the Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, that's too much mess on that beautiful white fur. Yep. Pat says protein mix, extra electrolytes also. Yep. I mean, they actually have protein pancakes now. If you want to have a nice breakfast, they have Kodiak makes a higher protein pancake. If you want to bulk up in the morning for that, that's a great thing to have.
Jim Barrett says a solid breakfast. Make sure I've got plenty of fruits and veggies, plenty of water and electrolytes, good solid proteins. So good for you, Jim.
Yeah, and if you're at the mall, and a lot of guys, for us folks that sit in a chair job, usually have to go to our dressing room and are isolated, walked there by security and or our set crew, and picked up and walked back to the set. So we don't have that opportunity to go to the food court, even if we wanted to. For me, I guess one of my go-to places for my unsweet tea, though, is Chick-fil-A, which is probably the number one top performing place there at the food court at our mall. But there's nothing wrong with stopping and getting. You can always get something healthy, even in fast food. So make good choices.
We always have a bottle of water. We bring some no sugar protein bars. We take zinc, elderberry, and whatever the next word is. And with
Echinacea.
thank you. And you can explain to me what it is in a second. And we'll have some protein shakes are very low in sugar. What is that?
Echinacea is a flour supplement that actually has a lot of vitamin C, and it helps reduce your chances of getting sick. And if you do get sick, it actually is supposed to speed things up. So it's a good way of preventing colds. So
I found a very cool suckable candy at CVS actually, and they're vitamin C. So and they help refresh your breath a little bit, but they also got constant vitamin C in you for hopefully help a little bit of sickness during the process.
Everett says that he and Dana have a portable refrigerator that plugs into the cigarette lighter to keep things cool. That's really good, especially if you're taking anything that's perishable, like any meats or cheeses. And some of those protein drinks, if they're the ones that you mix yourself with dairy, you got to keep them fresh and cool. They may not be sealed up like the ones like the Premier Protein or anything you get from Costco. So good.
And something we haven't even talked about, but might want to mention at this point, is folks that are on insulin. You've got to keep your insulin cool. You can't let it get hot. So another great way to do it: portable refrigerator. Have a refrigerator in your dressing room, or even just a little box with ice in it, a little portable lunchbox.
Yeah, and this is definitely the time to start doing that, because we're 2.5 months to start in November, and some people are doing photo shoots in October, so it's time to start doing the health thing now. Good to do it all year, but really take it seriously now, getting ready for the season.
Yep. Go ahead, Phineas.
Eric uses Soylent meal replacement drinks before appearances. Oh, that just takes me back to Soylent greatest people. But they're nutritionally balanced and don't upset his stomach, so he can work without worry. And that's a good thing, is that if you've got foods that kind of make you kind of queasy or gassy or what have you, or give you bad breath, looking at the garlic and the onions and everything like that, you might want to think about easing off on those. Lizzie Roosh says, also avoid foods that cause inflammation as well, and that's kind of important. You got to look towards what type of foods you're consuming while you're on the set and interacting with people as well, because you want it to be as pleasant and for you and for your guests as well. So.
Coffee until I can find something to eat. Water while I'm in the chair, and I do a lot of driving, so keeping a sandwich is typical. Very true, John. Again, I always drop in, get you an energy bar at the corner store, or grab a fast food restaurant and grab something like maybe a salad or something to that effect. No onions.
I love onions.
Yeah, but not when you're that close to the little ones. Hello, Daddy, you got bad breath. And it's hard to get rid of them. Even you can pop Tic Tacs sometimes for hours, and it's sometimes not going to take care of it.
Won't go away.
All the way down. So, so you gotta.
And don't make the mistake of trying to pick them up with your fingers, because then your fingers smell and you can't get it off of there either.
There's an old trick that you can do. If you take a raw onion and rub it on your foot, in about 15 minutes, they'll be able to smell it on your breath, because that's how fast the onion goes through your bloodstream, and it's the sulfur in the onion. So,
wow. You don't have to eat it after you rub it on your foot. That's you don't have to eat it after.
You don't have to eat it, but they're still going to get the effects of you eating it.
Still going to get the effects. Okay. It's like putting a bologna in my shoes. I smile all day.
So Pat Wesson has a 95% protein Swedish cows mixed farm fresh milk when home. So, excellent.
Always start
Bill
the day
Gorbett always start. Go ahead, Randyl.
Always start the day off good with a good breakfast packed with healthy meals, and the day grab my Gatorade. Yeah, those and everybody's got their own little secret that works for them, because we don't all like the same thing. Not everybody likes the protein drinks, let's say, that I like, and not everybody likes the same, or even Gatorade fans, or there's a lot of great vitamin waters out there. So, but at least I see everybody's doing the same thing, really preparing to make sure that they're staying hydrated and staying healthy during that time. Hello, Steph.
But now is the time to think about those things, Randall, as you do with your checklist that you so elegantly put together and present at times, even presented for the MAPS group. Again, I'm sure they've seen it before, but when I was up there with the Sat Bob's course, you did that chapter. And really now is the time to start thinking about some of these things. If you don't have a little refrigerator and you think you're going to have a need for one, now's the time to look into that. The closer to Christmas you get, the more supply chains start to run low on certain things, vitamins especially. You want to make sure that you have your vitamins and your medications ready. Go out and get those protein bars. They'll keep,
They have months and months shelf life. Keep it nice, covered. Definitely, like Bob said, don't forget your medication. Make sure that's all up to date. You'd never want to run short on that during the holiday season. So now's the time to do all that. Get it going. So we're ready for the season.
Hello, Jim Barrett. Good to see you. Hey, if you did not catch Sean White's interview with Jim from last week, go over there to her YouTube channel and check that out. It was a fantastic segment. Jim did such a great job. Glad to have him with us today. You have to be sure to set time aside to properly eat and stay hydrated. So very true.
Great. That's very true, Jim. You've got to take care of yourself. Doesn't matter if it's Santa, Mrs. Claus, Elf. You've got to take care of yourself so we can take care of the children and the families.
This is a great point that Liz makes, because talk about not being able to keep a sandwich. Things like apples and fresh fruit that will keep, that's non-perishable. It's a great way to do it. One of the most beneficial travel snacks is apples.
Yep.
And grapes aren't bad either. I mean, my wife puts cheese and grapes and apples and those sort of things in my box each day. So,
Yep.
Let's see. Here's one from Barry. Phineus.
Light breakfast and lunch, and then a decent supper. Nabs and bottled water and Gatorade. Yep, that's the most thing you need to do, is just take the time, make sure you're getting the proper hydration, the proper nutrition, and hopefully that'll keep you going through the day. So
Eric says, I have a rider in my contracts asked the client to provide water to keep me hydrated and a fan to keep me cool. Those are all great tips that Eric surely have heard me mention in the Sat Bob's course, since he's taken that course multiple times and been to North Pole Cornerstones the last couple of years. So
It's always good to have those things in there, just because a lot of people don't think about that, especially the fan for some reason. Here's a bottle of water, Santa. Okay, that's good, but it's like 110 degrees here in the corner, Yeah.
airflow makes a difference when it, blowing on you and evaporation, and it really does help. Phineas?
Mr. John says he tends to double up on vitamins about a week before the first event, just to boost the immune system. You can take your vitamins, make sure you get them proper nutrition as well. Take the vitamins throughout the season. You can get the immune boost vitamins that are specifically for boosting the immune system and supporting yourself. Lots of vitamin C, echinacea, as was said before. So lots of opportunities to help support your nutrition
And those
and
are not
keep you going.
That's not just something I do during the season. I take a ton of supplements and vitamins every day. It seems like that's all I do all day long, is take a handful of something, So, and at 73, I'm still getting around and fairly healthy. So, I hope it's helping.
Avoid foods that cause inflammation. That's
definitely
it is. That's definitely is a necessity. Don't add anything that there's going to be a problem, or smelly or whatever. Cause gas. Can I say that?
Dick's got a good one here. Never eat day-old shrimp the day of an appearance. Too funny, Dick. Too funny.
Yeah.
Looks like Santa B has joined us. Santa B, where we're unable to get your video to load today. We're going to have to holler at you after a while and figure out the last 2 weeks we've had trouble with it. So we'll talk about that later off the air.
Santa Chris has something to say there. Santa. Richard Ewan says peanut butter sandwich and a Gatorade doesn't require any refrigeration, which is, yep. I never eat beans from late October to December. Good move.
I was going to say that must be difficult in Texas, Raven.
We all know that song very, very well, and we don't want that to.
They are good for your heart.
And now they do make a supplement that you can take that's supposed to take the gas away, gas X or whatever. I'm just saying, I don't know anything about that, but
I wouldn't take the chance. Just do without it for a little time. I use ham and cheese roll-ups and take plenty of Soaky Mountain Water. Plenty of Soaky Mountain Water Park.
That's interesting.
Does anybody know what Gary's talking about there? Come on, Gary, tell us what that is. I think we're all in the
Soaky Mountain Water Park is.
no
I think that's autocorrect.
Let's go.
I think he goes for a swim in the water park.
Okay.
Maybe Rocky Mountain Water Park. I don't know.
Sorry, brother.
I don't know. Just a thought.
It took the lady to figure it out.
Ed Flynn says onion toe jam.
Yum.
Maybe if you're the green guy, the mean green guy, perhaps. I don't know. And speaking of which,
yep, there you go. My Grinch.
John says his Grinch puts green onions and Brussels sprouts in a cookie tin. I don't worry about my breath that day.
Just even being close to the cookie jar is enough.
Good idea. Yeah, Deke. Another great tip here from Deke. Instead of coffee, he fills his mug with caffeinated mint tea. Keeps me awake and perky and fresh breath. Children and coffee breath don't mix. It's true too. Coffee does have an after.
Yeah, can leave your breath kind of funky for the children.
And I will say, if you're a regular tea drinker, like regular black or orange pico tea, that has a lot of acid in it called tannins. And tannins are what dry your mouth and give you puckery, and it's hard on your throat. Coffee is very much the same. So what Eric says, doing an herbal tea that has a little added caffeine. Regular green tea has twice as much caffeine as regular coffee does. So there are lots of options that will not give you coffee breath or give you dry mouth. So lots of opportunities to get your caffeine that way.
Hard to muster up a big smile when you got all that going on, right? You got to always be smiling. Hey, muster up a smile. Does that come from eating mustard and not being able to perk up, not being able to with sour face? I don't know. Here's one from Richard Irwin.
Yep, peanut butter sandwiches and Gatorades do not need refrigeration, which is very true. That's a great thing. It's if you're worried about if you don't have those little cooler packs or a cooler bag. The cooler bags are pretty inexpensive. You can get them at, Walmart or whatever type of store like that. This time of year they're probably getting rid of them because it's summer's over. And those little freezer packs, they're about the size of a 3x5 card and thicker. You throw them in the freezer at night. They get nice and cold. You put them in there, so that will stay cold. It doesn't need to be cold. Sure is nice, that refreshing Gatorade cold.
Yes, it is. And we mentioned this earlier, Liz, about hydrating for your skin is important. That is very true. Something that I battle.
Kim packs me ham and cheese. Packs me ham or turkey, cheese, boiled eggs, mixed nuts. And I have to wait until my last event to have the mixed nuts, just in case I have any nut allergies.
True. Nuts are a great way to get protein and energy at the same time. Good for you. So
they're good for you.
I was going to say the same thing about the peanut butter sandwiches. You got to be careful. Make sure you brush your teeth, wash your hands very cleanly, because if there are nut allergies, even just smelling the peanuts could cause problems for the children who are allergic. So, or ask in advance.
Can never be too safe. And it's a good tip here from Everett too. When you're
pack some Therazinc spray for your throat. You can also get a spray called Propofol, and it's made from honeybees. It's also good. Also, just water. Just drink lots of water.
Definitely protein drinks, chewy granola bars that don't crumble into your beard. Yeah, those hard granola bars, little pieces will get on there. The soft, chewy ones are far better. They have other. Premier Protein makes a very good protein bar that's chewy and gooey and high in protein and all the other stuff.
Ray says Beano doesn't stop him from flagellating.
We'll make sure we stay away.
Airborne is a great product. I use it as a teacher and hardly ever got sick. And I use it now as Santa. And again, keeping your immune system up year round. You don't have to just, concentrate really heavy during the Christmas season. Do it year round. That way, any time of the year, springtime, we always say that bad case of colds that go around. You see, early summer, always that stomach bug that creeps in so many people have trouble with. So think about those things. Oh.
Gary clarifies that Facebook added the water park, so it should just be water. So,
hey, the water park wasn't a bad idea, though, man. Maybe that's a new one.
Carbonation drinks are not a good option because the
indigestion
and bloat.
Yep.
Yeah, it really will get you. It doesn't really fill you up. It just fills you up. It doesn't do anything else really good for you.
Extra vitamin C and Airborne. There's one for you, Phineas.
Santa David says vitamin C doubled up on the day of the event, and electrolytes definitely. Just got to keep yourself going. So for sure.
David, I hope you're doing better. We've all been keeping a prayer in mind for you, and we send our condolences once again.
And Elizabeth Roosh says, avoid peanuts if you're on the GLP. If you're using any medication, make sure you check what foods you can have interaction, because some people can't have grapefruit, some people can't have bananas. Peanuts on GLP, there's plenty of drug interactions that you need to be very cautious about if you're taking any medications. So just be careful if you...
Used to love grapefruit, can't have it anymore for that very same reason. And again, you do have to be careful and always read your medications, because you can have interaction with almost anything you take nowadays, one way or the other. But you're welcome, David. All right, looks like we went through our time and a little bit more than that. That's okay. Great segment. Thanks, everyone, for chiming in on that. It's always fun to get the community's opinion and what works for them and what doesn't work. So let's go ahead and jump into our santascloset.org, and we'll be back.
Real quick, we have a couple of special occasions today.
Okay.
We have an anniversary.
This is true. Santa Doug and Jenny. Saw that picture of you guys when you...
happy anniversary.
35 years ago. Yeah, it was 35, I believe. And happy anniversary to you guys.
And we have a special birthday wish for our friend John Schnegelberger.
Oh, John! Happy birthday!
I bet he thinks I forgot about him.
Yeah. We know how that goes. And since we're doing this, let's just go ahead and do this real quick while we're doing this. Tomorrow night, the Tuesday Night Live Show podcast, 7 p.m. Central. That's August 11th. Tuesday Night Live Show podcast, 7 p.m. Central. That's August 11th.
Did Bob touch a button?
I was going to say.
I think Bob touched a button.
Are you serious?
Did y'all hear what I was saying?
Nope.
No, you froze, Bob.
All right, let's start over with Tuesday Night Live Show podcast next Tuesday. That's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, August 11th. We will have the Hall of Fame WWE professional wrestler turned health and fitness expert Dallas Diamond Page, and we'll be talking about his fitness program, DDP Yoga, another way to get healthy and a good way to help get your mobility up for the season, get your digestion, get your whole body system and work through yoga. This is in conjunction with Santa Central Cherry Hill programs as we team up for the 100 Days to Slay Challenge. Now, this is the cool part. This is a chance for a Claus to win a trip to Florida equivalent to $10,000 for a DDPY retreat hosted by DDP at his place. Going to be phenomenal. And all it takes is getting up and moving and logging in what you're doing. Check in tomorrow night. Join us. Be part of the conversation. You can watch us on YouTube or on Facebook. This is not about losing weight or being the most athletic. It's about moving at your own pace, staying consistent, and doing something positive for yourself. Join us tomorrow night, Tuesday Night Live, for Dallas Diamond Page, Hall of Fame WWE wrestler. fitness guru.
And get your questions ready.
Get your questions ready.
He said we can talk wrestling too.
That's right.
Want.
He said it's not just all about yoga. If we want to talk wrestling, we can talk wrestling. Ask him anything you want. He is very open. And I got to share this with the Mr. John Sniggleberger on his birthday. I don't mean to rain on your parade, brother, but Dallas Diamond Page chose the performance name Dallas because he loves the Dallas Cowboys. Yay!
And you better believe I'm wearing my Dallas Cowboy shirt tomorrow night.
That's right. So, okay, now let's go ahead and do Santa's Closet now that we got that done.
I might come out to my theme song tomorrow, too.
Uh-oh. Now we're really getting fancy. All right, before we jump right into the questions, we want to kind of tell everyone that this is, of course, as we've been doing a lot this season, well, I guess kind of became the theme of things. Whatever our first question is of the day, our Elf Appetizer, we kind of try to roll our trivia questions in to be part of that. So here we go. Phineas, go ahead and jump on in.
So for today's Sleigh Bell Brain Teaser, which gets you a free gift from Wade and Scarlett at santascloset.org. Once again, the producer will need both the letter and the word answer. What is the number one most popular sandwich for brown bag lunches? A, tuna sandwiches. B, turkey sandwiches. C, peanut butter and jelly, PB&J. Or D, ham and cheese. And once again, that gets you a free gift package from Wade and Scarlett at santascloset.org. We will need your T-shirt size and address if we don't have it on file already.
Very good. And, of course, the Closet Effect bonus round gets you a spin on the Wheel of Destiny for the North Pole Cornerstones. Get your name up on that. The trends of eating out for lunch has declined in the recent years, with many preferring brown bagging lunches. In 2025, primarily two, you got to again use the name, the number, the letter and the name. A, saving money. B, healthier choice. C, control over your portion size. And D, all before mentioned. So the trend for going back to brown bag is A, saving money, B, healthier choice, C, controlling over portion size, or D, all before mentioned.
Yeah, that ought to give you something to chew on. Phineas, go ahead and catch your bonus round today.
Okay, today's bonus round. In early 2025, fast casual eateries experienced how much in percentage of a drop in food traffic year over year? So in 2025, how much of a drop in foot traffic did fast casual eateries experience?
That one might be a little hard for some folks to find, but if you put it in there like it says, you should find an answer. And you know the glory of AI nowadays, I tell you. How have we lived without AI for so long?
Like everybody did, live without cars, lived without cell phones, we were used to it until we got it, and then totally changed.
We got a message this week from our cell phone provider. We have Androids, and saying that Google was dropping their search on Android. Just a normal Google search will not be available on our phones anymore. It'll be an AI version of Google. We'll say Google's AI anyway. I mean, I don't get it. It's all the same difference. You're just
having two on there just gets it down to one.
Lipstick on a pig, and that's basically all you're doing there. But anyway, I guess we'll see. Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead and jump on into our next portion.
Hold on, I was reading comments. Okay.
Welcome to North Pole Cornerstones, the most magical 4-day educational Christmas experience you'll ever discover. Join Santa Bob, Anna Claus, and friends for interactive workshops, festive fun, creative learning, and unforgettable holiday memories. Whether you're a Christmas enthusiast, educator, or performer, this one-of-a-kind experience is designed just for you. Register today and take advantage of our early bird special before it's gone. Visit North Pole Cornerstones and make this Christmas truly extraordinary. Round 4 is set for February 18th through the 21st, 2027 at the Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center in Edmond, Oklahoma City North. At Cornerstones, we've taken a different approach to learning. We've completely reimagined the learning experience. For more information, go to npcornerstones.com and see for yourself what all the excitement is. Just ask any of our alumni their experience. They'll be glad to share with you. We let them speak for themselves. Reach out and ask them. That's npcornerstones.com. Come join us in February.
All right. So just want to remind everybody that we still have our early bird special going on until the first of this next month. So take advantage of the discount there if you can. Had quite a few folks signing up, so that's encouraging. We always love to see that. Gemini is Google AI, her favorite. That's true. And Liz, you told me about that months ago. And so I have used Gemini. I use them all. I kind of bounce back and forth. I'll get one and I'll check another one and I'll do another. And I do like the Open Chat GPT, as you can tell from the North Pole Cornerstones ad. And Liz had a great point about this last week. She says they're all starting to look the same. And they are. Chat GPT, if you ask for an image, a one card from them, the similarities on every one card is so much. I mean, even down to some of the wording. So you got to be careful there. But absolutely, I bounce around. I get opinions from different ones, and sometimes I find the same thing. Sometimes I find something different. Okay, Randall, over to you. Yeah, you got Northern Lights Stand Academy. You're muted.
You muted? I think you're muted.
I am muted because, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay.
Just 10 days away till this event, so go ahead and let's talk about it.
Attention I'm paying. Northern Lights Santa Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, coming August 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of 2026. To register, please go to northernlightsantaacademy.com/school. That's northernlightsantaacademy.com/school. It's a great Northern Lights Academy is a great school. Works very hard at some great education there. So that's coming in August, and not many schools left between now and the end of the season. So you got time, take advantage of it. Of course, C.W. Howard is, of course, in October, but or is it September? I never remember. It's early October, right? So there's not a whole lot of schools left. They're kind of dwindling down, but go to Northern Lights. Enjoy.
It's I think CDB is usually the second weekend in October.
This year it is October 1st, the first weekend in October.
That was early this year. That was when it was.
Yep. Lord. And join those folks. Phineas, you got anything else to add?
I've got nothing to add. As Randall said, the events are dwindling down for the year as we're beginning to gear up for the actual season itself. So,
and Everett and Dana always attend Northern Lights, and they will be there again this year. If they get a chance to get over there and go to Rick's school, it's always a great school. It's always a sellout. There was just a few seats left when I spoke to him last. So take advantage of those few seats that are open. Go over, get you a good, have a good time, and meet Dana and Everett. Pick their brain a little bit. They got lots to tell you. All right, next we go to Digging Deeper with Phineas, followed by Magical Performances A to Z with Randall.
Good afternoon, everybody. Wishing everybody a very happy and healthy Monday and hoping everybody had a good weekend. Now, today's Elf Appetizer, we were talking about what do you do when you are out working and having your busy days during the holiday season. Do you take a lunch? Do you pack a lunch? Do you buy a lunch? Now, most people will try to go back to a dressing room or someplace offset where you can let your hair down and relax while you're having a snack or something to eat, but sometimes you don't have that option. And so the question is, how do you do that when you are in full view of the public and you are not able to leave the set? You are not able to walk away, but at the same time, you do need to, have a snack or have a drink of something. How do you do that and remain in character? And that can be very difficult. And a lot of people just say, well, I'm just not going to eat. And that's not a healthy option, especially if you are diabetic or have issues with blood sugar or blood pressure. You're going to need to eat when your body tells you need to eat. You need to get the proper nutrition to keep you going through the day. We don't want Santa or Mrs. Claus passing out in front of children. We don't want to see the therapy bills that we could create from that. So how do you do it? This is where thinking about who you are as a persona is very important. Is your Santa the kind that would have a fancy lunch bag, like a cooler bag or something like that? Is your Santa the kind that would carry just a regular brown paper bag or just a regular sack? When the Elf Appetizer came out, you saw me pull out a napkin. Everybody knows that Phineas's trademark is the buffalo plaid. I have a whole pile of these buffalo plaid napkins, which I can use as a napkin to make sure that I don't have any food on my face. If I am eating at a place where I've got a table and I don't want to get the table dirty, I will lay one out as a little tablecloth or a placemat and set up food as Phineas. This is where I'm going to say you are in contact with human beings that carry a wide variety of illnesses, ailments, and all sorts of other creepy crawlies and icky things. Take hand sanitizer, hand sanitizing wipes, wipe your hands. If you wear gloves, please take them off before you eat. You don't know what you have picked up on those gloves. You don't want to get food stains on those gloves. You don't want to get dirt on them because they can become particularly nasty. So make sure, A, you take off your gloves because you're going to be bringing your hands to your mouth and putting food in it, and you don't want to bring everything else that your hands have come in contact with into your mouth around your face. So hand sanitizer, if you can't wash your hands, hand sanitizing wipes. I carry a container of wet ones with me wherever I go, so we have clean hands, the whole 9 yards. Yes, Jenny, hand sanitizer. Again, how do you pack your lunch? Would Santa use plastic cutlery? Does your Santa use plastic cutlery? Does your Santa carry proper steel cutlery or something different? Maybe wooden fork and spoons. How do you keep that clean? Again, Phineas likes to keep hydrated, but he doesn't like carrying a regular water bottle. So he has, he's got a Stanley Cup. He's got a fancy Stanley Cup because they were the in thing. And once again, it is the buffalo plaid. So everybody knows that this is Phineas's water bottle when he's on set. Nobody can say it's anything but because it matches all of Phineas's clothing. And again, it allows me to maintain my character and bring it in. Similarly, Phineas, and I just do need to reach and grab this, because Phineas wears the Carhartt overalls. His lunch bag is a Carhartt bag, so I'm able to open up and pull my food out. It's got little pockets for everything to keep my cutlery separate, everything. I know where everything is. And at the same time, anything that could be squished will not be squished, and it will also keep things out of sight because I'm able to zip it and keep it closed. It stays on set with me. It looks in character, and I have everything that I need to keep myself healthy, safe. I carry my hand sanitizer, my wet night naps, my breath freshener, and yes, also because I do wear makeup, I do have a makeup repair kit, and also stuff to make sure that my ears or nose are clean and in top notch. Ted Flynn, I can't imagine a Santa gig where you can't get off set to eat in 25 years. That has never happened to you. I'm glad that hasn't happened to you. You are very lucky. Um, one of the big gigs that Santa David and I have, we are on set for pretty near 12 hours. And the only time we can leave is if we have a bio break that we need to take. We really don't have a lot of time to get off set to that. John Schnagelberger says a couple of beard companies make beard wipes to help clean up the whiskers and add some oils. That's always great. Santas, if you need, make sure that you've got with yourself a beard, like brushes, combs, whatever you need to keep your beard in top shape, whatever you need to keep your mustaches style. But again, think about if you have to be in public to eat, what would it look like for Santa to eat in public? I do know some Santas do breakfast with Santa, and I mean, I will be the first one to say, please, no one likes, because it's usually pancakes, eggs, maple syrup, and bacon and stuff like that. That stuff does not work well with costumes, white beards, particularly if you're a designer beard. So be very careful. But you have to think about how you would look, how you would handle that in character as Santa, as Mrs. Claus, as the elf or the mean green guy. So always make sure that everything you do supports your story and how you present yourself. So it might be something as simple as having just the right lunch bag that doesn't look like a brown paper bag, or something that supports your actual character personification, but also make sure that you do everything to keep sure that you have the proper hydration, the proper nutrition, to make sure that your hands are clean, that you're getting the proper hygiene, and that you're not running the risk of picking up anything unforeseen during the holiday season. To make sure, Doug Wright says, you should make sure you have breath mints for after you've eaten, or a small bottle of mouthwash, by all means. If you're able to go brush your teeth, that will do a whole world of good, because you can brush your teeth, make sure you get any loose food out of your teeth, make sure it's not stuck up in your gums or anything like that, as well as brushing your tongue with, a flavored toothpaste, mint toothpaste, will go a whole ways at making sure your breath remains fresher for longer. And it will also help prevent you from getting sick, because good oral hygiene is a good way of preventing further illness. So lots of things to think about there, and what that would look like if you could not leave the set, or how you would do that in public. So things to think about. Wishing everybody a good week, and definitely wishing John a very happy birthday, and Doug and Jenny a very happy anniversary. Congratulations, everyone, and see you next week.
Ho, 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 ho! Shop Thermo Apparel. They're wonderful, they're fantastic, and for the coolest of cool Santas or Easter bunnies, remember Thermo Apparel.
Don't just be cool as an attitude. Keep cool, literally.
Thermo Apparel. Be cool. Ho, 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 ho!
Since 1948, one suit defined Santa. Designed by Charles W. Howard and worn by the world-famous Santa Claus School. Worn for presidents, movies, parades, and the most magical moments in families' lives. This is not a costume, but finely tailored, hand-sewn clothing made in the USA. With expert cleaning, restoration, and storage services available, Santa and Company, LLC, makes Santa magical.
magical performance A to Z. Yes, it is showtime. I want to show you a couple of props that are magic props, of course, but have a very Christmas themed item. When we were up at the Red Suit Conclave, a lot of Santas we're talking about, a few Santas we're talking about, they were actually asked to do actually a stage show, like performance up on a stage. So these are a couple ideas that I came up with that are kind of fun, of course, for Mrs. Claus or definitely an elf, and are definitely work big and everything else. It's a great little trick. It's got three cards, Santa, two elves. So just now, you can always take this as, you can keep this going as long as you want to. You can name the elves and everything else. You can come up with ideas. You know, you can ask the children what the elves' names are and everything else. So you can really take this and make it short or make it longer. You know, of course, you ask what the elves do. Of course, this elf's building a package. Now, they don't all build packages. In fact, these are magical elves. We're going to put the elves right down in here. Right down in here. Now, just like that, we can show how these are magical elves. How these magical elves will disappear. No, wait a minute. The elves won't disappear. Santa will. Just like that. One elf. Two elves. And completely gone. Santa has disappeared completely. Not around at all. Santa. What? Oh, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Should I show you? I apologize. I guess I made a mistake. I didn't say the magic words properly. We needed those elf magic words, you know, the wee, woodgy words. And Santa would have disappeared properly. So, but I still want to show you that Santa has disappeared. It says Merry Christmas. Of course, see, Santa's disappeared. You want me to, what, Santa's on the other side? Oh, you want me to turn it around? No problem. I'll be glad to turn it around. I'll be glad to help you out because Santa doesn't want you to feel like you're not. No, turn it around the other way. This way, you know. No, not that way. The back of the card? Well, what does Santa usually say, everybody? What does Santa say? It's a quick little trick to get the children, I guess, riled up because it's a sucker trick. It gets them wound up. You can make it as long as you want. It plays big because it is cards on a stage and everything else. This is something else that is a lot of fun. A beautiful screen. Oh, Snowman, he looks wonderful. And of course, Rudolph and Santa. That's this side. And of course, the other side is, oh, they're just gorgeous Christmas trees. Now, we all know what goes on Christmas trees, of course, don't we? That's right. We all know what goes on Christmas trees. Of course, candy canes go on Christmas trees. They really do. But who puts presents underneath the trees? Huh. Let's see what we can come up with here. I might have to stand up for this one. This is a big one. I'm going to have to stand up for this one. This is the big one. It's always fun. Then you get a child up. And you've got this big Santa scarf. It's about 45 inches wide. It's a big Santa. I can kind of, you're too close to the screen, but it's a great trick to do that. And of course, you just show that there's nothing else in the card. But there are a couple of very easy, very easy tricks to do that show very big, but packs very small. And that's sometimes the easiest thing to do. You need something with you, or you keep it in your car. Oh, I got to come up with something. Especially the big Santa silk that goes in front of the children. Oh, that becomes a photo session for the children. You have people take it, and their children are just sticking their heads over it because now they're got the beard and everything else. So it's all part of making. Not just doing the magic, but it's also making the memories afterwards. And if you can make a memory with the pictures afterwards with something like that, now you can put anything in that in the load bag. It's a magic trick that has a very big load bag. So pretty much whatever can fit into there, you can produce. But I like to do that because it is such a photo moment afterwards. And that's something we got to remember. You have to think what's good for after, not just to do the trick, not just to make the magic of Santa happen, but then the memories after. Those things like that are a memory after. Those pictures will be there for years. So just wanted to do it real quick. I see we're running a little long, so thank you so much as always, folks. I love you all. I am so blessed and thankful for allowing you to allowing me to become a part of you folks out there. Thank you. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.
All right, Randall. Everett says he needs the links to find those props.
You got it. I'll send them to you, Everett. No problem at all. Be glad to.
I figured on the spot Charlie would have chimed in.
Yeah, Charlie will probably get it for anybody else.
I get it before I will, yeah.
Now then, we're fixing to jump into the trivia answers. Just want everyone to know, DuckDuckGo, in 2025, what number of folks are brown bagging for lunch? Is where I found it percentage answer for the Phineas bonus round. Anybody can go over and find it before we reveal the answer. You got a chance to get your name on the wheel.
The Wheel of Destiny.
I had a feeling that was going to be a hard one because it's there. You just got to look for it. But anyway,
It's a
I
long
want to say thank you to Thurman Apparel, Sam or Santa and Company, Kingress Partners, and Caboose for their contribution to the TNL network. Okay, I'm going to try to do this slow so somebody has a chance to get their name on the wheel. If you can get over and find that answer real quick. The Sleigh Bell Brain Teaser. Number 1, most popular brown bag sandwich. The old staple, PB&J, peanut butter and jelly. Man, you know what? That and ham and cheese were the two that I took in elementary school for years. It was like, one day with one, next day the other. And, hey, they both worked for me.
When I was in elementary school, my mother only made me tuna fish sandwiches every day. I can't believe they didn't go bad.
Those were the best.
I haven't eaten a tuna fish sandwich for years.
And real quick, I want to address Charlie and Diane there. The answer is not 55 or 43, but it's right there where the 43 was mentioned. Read the question again real quick. Let me go back up here and I'll pick it up for you real quick and read it one more time. In early 2025, fast casual eateries experienced a percentage drop in foot traffic year over year. That exact wording is in that same paragraph that you guys are looking at. But you got to look, it's the fast casual, not the fast food. There's a difference in fast casual and fast food. That's the reason I knew it was going to be tricky. But you know, you guys are so smart. You usually figure it out. I mean,
Hey,
okay. Well, let's.
we used a lot of blanks in the questions a year or so, 2 years ago. So
Very true.
these are much better.
The clause and effect bonus round reasons for decline and eating lunch out. It was all mentioned, all those before. John, come on, man. Did you watch the Halloween show year before last? The
I
10
showed
Halloween
yeah,
show.
I had showed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Santa did wear a brown bag that year. That was a terrible year for the Cowboys. All right, answers are still trying to come in, but nobody's gotten it yet. I don't hear. Well, I don't know if I can share this or not. Let me see. I know we're running just a moment long here, but I'm really trying to give away a spot on that wheel.
Let's see.
Ken's close.
Ken Kringle was kind of close.
Close. He's just a little low.
It won't let me put I screenshotted the piece, but it won't let me put it in there. Why won't it let me share it? Because it does that weird mirror effect. That's why. See if this is it.
I don't think people are getting it.
Okay, hang on.
Are you giving away the answer?
I'll fix give away the answer.
So nobody's going to get their name on there.
Nope.
Well,
we can do the close.
At the very bottom, highlighted in blue. Somebody please put the answer up so I can give us away. Just got to read and type. Lunchtime food fast. Casual eateries experienced a. Come on, guys! Come on! Somebody, please! Poor Jerry was close.
It's highlighted on what's on the screen.
Sure.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Diane. Everett.
We got him there.
All right. So we know who won that one. Hey, guys, you can't blame me. I mean, come on, you know. Let me get out of this share screen real quick. Okay, now we're back over here. Okay, so fantastic. Our sleigh bell brain teaser #1 post, Poplar brown bag sandwich with PB&J. Our winner was?
Our winner could have been Bill Coates. Should have been Bill Coates. But he's in timeout. So he didn't get the first one. It was Pat Wesson.
Good job, Pat. You get the first one there for, I don't know if I still have your mailing address. Please get that over to me in a private message and your shirt size, and I'll get that over to Wade at santascloset.org and get you a little care package on the way.
And he just came out of timeout last week. So.
Very good. And then the Claus and Effect bonus round, decline was all mentioned. Who was our winner?
Bill Coates.
Bill Coates got that one. Fantastic, Bill. Great job. Of course, again, guys, and that's a good example of our format of what we do. Only the giveaway, the trivia giveaway, is limited to 2 months in timeout. The bonus rounds are all open. You can win that as many times as you can play. So good luck there. And then Everett got the 7.9 finally after I gave it away. But good job, Everett.
Yay, Everett.
Johnny on the spot. All right, guys, let's go ahead and run this last little bit, and we'll get out of here and let everybody go do their thing on Monday afternoon.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Santa's official photographer, a name given to me by the Christmas community, but you can call me Jessica. For 35 years, I've been a portrait photographer, specializing in children and family. But here lately, I've been focusing on creating artistic images of Santa, Mrs. Claus, and their Christmas elves. What starts off as a simple photograph is transformed into a digital masterpiece. This isn't just photography. It's an exchange where the performer steps fully into their role, immersed in a real-life theatrical set where together we bring that story to life. If you're ready to elevate your presence with images that truly stand out, visit holidayphotomagic.com.
All right, thank you to all those fine folks that help us out week in and week out. The Tuesday Night Live Show tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. Dallas Diamond Page, WWE professional wrestler, turned health and fitness expert with his fitness program, DDP Yoga. This is going to be a fun one. He's got over 3 million followers. Could be our biggest show ever. Chime in, be part of the conversation. 100 Days to Slay Challenge, a chance for a Claus to win a 10.
Wow, did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Did it to everybody but me, I guess. No. Are you guys
No,
moving?
I'm here.
You're
I'm
here?
moving.
Okay. There we go. Bob's back.
Every time I start talking about the yoga, it freezes. What's
Well, aren't you supposed to like be still for a little bit and like be able to hold a position and, you know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Join us tomorrow night. DDP has 3 million followers. It's going to be probably our biggest show ever. 100 Days to Slay Challenge. Chance for a Claus to win $10,000 retreat to Florida. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Phineas. Thank you, Randall. Thank you, Angela. And thank you to the whole crew in the TNL network. Be sure to catch all the shows. Sean will not have a show tonight. They lost electricity again and are not supposed to be back on till late this evening. After the show would start. So she'll be back next week. Thanks, everybody.
Funny's going on up there in Michigan.
It's the storms. It's the storms that are coming through.
Yeah, storms.
All right. See everyone later.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I got to find my spot here. Okay.